Hey guys, how are you today? Happy Sunday. It is the Sunday before Memorial Day, and I was watching one of my favorite trainers. I have a bunch, and he was okay. Let's try this again. Oh, this is like try number 3. Let me see, make sure my camera's good. There we go. I'm hoping this is live. It says I'm live for 1 minute and 58 seconds. So I had some internet problems. So it's because I was moving from in the garage to out here, or garages that way and pastures here. It's all switched around. It's backwards. Okay, so I figure I'm not gonna move this around too much because I don't want to lose the signal again. But I figured I would go live using StreamYard. I used it once before and it was really good. So I figured I'd try it again and just kind of go live real quick while they're having lunch. It's 12 o'clock. I have someplace to be at 1:30 Eastern time. So where are my horses? Oh, they're way down there. They're way, you guys can't see them. They're way in the front end. Let's call them up, shall we? I'm gonna turn this a little bit this way so you can see them coming around the corner. So I have their buckets. Now in here is a little bit of soaked beef pulp. There's their senior feed and those little funny looking things. That is buteless because Darcy has a little bit of problems with his arthritis, and Jarvis has ulcers, and it kind of helps out with that. The wind is coming to me, so I don't know if they can hear me whistle. Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Jarvis! Darcy! Now they're coming. Yeah, now they're coming. Now they're coming. So that's Darcy's bucket. And this is Jarvis's bucket. They are coming very slowly. So I can't see who's here. I can just see that there's one person watching. Hi, person, whoever you are. I'm just learning all of this to see where things pop up and everything. So you'll have to forgive me for ignoring you, but I'm not really ignoring you because I can't tell. Come on. He stopped like over there. Oops, wrong way. There he is. Come on. Come on, bud. Come on. It is middle of the afternoon. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Apparently, that's a really long walk from way over there all the way around. Come on, come on. Come on, bud. Oh, Mr. D. I know, the chickens are making a big mess. So I'm going to put their fly mask on. Now, why didn't I do this earlier? Because I didn't want to walk all the way over there. Are you ready? Oh, yes, you are ready. You ready? Oh. There. Now they'll be a little bit more comfortable. Jarvis and his eye on that side, this side, on that eye, he had uveitis, and then it kind of looked like it detached and he kind of went blind, and now it's getting really super cloudy. So when we go to the vet on the 3rd, I'm gonna have him take a look at his eye as well as when he's getting his feet done, because I watched a couple of flies the other day land on his eye and he didn't blink it off. So yeah, so I wonder how I can do this. Okay. Oh, Robin, hi. Hi, Robin, how are you? So what? Oh, the dog. Hi, you two. What are you doing? That's Eeyore. Hi, Eeyore. Snowy's out there, and Lexi is, that's Snowy, and that's Lexi over there. Silly. So anyway, I want to make sure that I can have his eye looked at and see what's going on here, because it was the creepiest thing. I've never had a fly land on the eye. Can you hear me okay? I don't know. I saw the little thing like right when you start StreamYard, this little thing that's like right here. There we go. Okay, good. You can hear me. Let me go over here that way. Well, ah! Now I got this little live thing in my front of my face. But no, I figured I'd do this real quick while they're eating. So it's gonna take a little bit. I figured I'd log in real quick and see who popped in and see who wanted to say hi and all that good stuff, right? You're making a mess. He's making a disaster. Look at this mess. Look at the mess. All of that. All of that. He's so messy. He's so messy. I'm gonna go over here now. I don't know. I don't know where I should stand. Maybe over here. That's all right. You guys can have this little thing on my forehead. It'll be all right. But he has had his teeth done. He gets his teeth done every year. He's not due until August. So he's not painful. But we are gonna do like an x-ray of his mouth. So because he has a little bit of like that gingivitis type stuff on his front teeth and his gums are receding. So I want to make sure that his face isn't hurting. Hi, Mr. D. So anyway, I just thought I'd, pop in real quick And let's see, what can I talk about while we're here? It's hot in North Carolina right now. It's a nice breeze, but it's just kind of hot. I think you can move your bucket. How can I move your bucket? You need to get you in the feet. You have to feet on that side. There, now he's in there, and now I don't have to be like all squishy. So, but yeah, it's really, really hot today. The UV is probably about 9 right now, maybe 8.5. So it's really super hot, even with the breeze. But oh, I bought this shampoo. See, hold on. Okay, this is what I use for their fly spray. It's that Piranha wipe and spray. Stuff is awesome. I use that. My mom just sent me 2 big gallonfuls. Thank you. So now I have a bunch for all season. So anyway, I bought that same company has a shampoo with that stuff in it, and you use it once a week, and it's supposed to be keeping the flies away. And it's, except for their face, because I didn't do their face, I didn't have a big sponge to do their face. I'm gonna say it works. I put it on them last Friday, just this past Friday, and there's not a lot of flies. I mean, there's a little bit, but before, like in the barn, there were like hundreds, I don't want to say hundreds, a lot of flies on him, all over his back. And now there's not one fly. I mean, there's a couple around their feet, but I mean, their tails aren't swishy. Not hardly. I mean, when they came up before I put the fly mask on him, he had them like all around his eyes and on his nose. So now what I do is I just put that stuff on his feet. Because the stuff works really, really good. And it says you're only supposed to use it once a week. So I usually take the brush and this, and I just spray it just a little bit, just to kind of make it on there. And then I do their ears. So I'm going to go do their ears. And that'll keep the gnats out of their ears. So let's do it again. So I do that a lot. I take their ear and I bend it down so it's more perpendicular like this. And I just do this inside it, and then I brush the outside of their ear. And I do it super gently. I mean, I don't grab their ear. You saw what I just did. It's just very gently push their ear down, because if you leave their ear up and you do that, the ear stays up. So you're scraping all of this stuff and all the bugs flop inside their ear. So if you kind of gently push their ear sideways and scrape it out, it doesn't fall into their ear canal, and then it makes them shake their head, and then they don't like it, what you're doing. And it took forever to get him to allow us to do that on his ears, because he was so sensitive. So, oh well. So I'm gonna do his not his sheath area, but like right in between there on his inside of his thighs, just to make sure that there's no bugs in there. I'll be right back. Hi, baby. And that also allows me to check his belly button area and all that area where all the gnats like to congeal, because there's like, at night we have so many of those. They're called can't see 'ems or don't see 'ems or something like that. but there's so many up in the air that you can actually hear them buzzing around. Oh, it's awful. So I do that every day. Sometimes twice a day. Sometimes I'll do it at night, right at dinner feeding at night. That way, nothing bothers them at night. Thankfully, when they roll, they haven't tried to rub their belly, which means it's really super irritated. So that's that. I'm gonna do right around their hooves. So I'm just gonna take the spray again and just kind of wipe it on their feet. Yeah, and just like that, I'm all yucky. But they're gonna be happier and they're gonna be healthier. So, so that's usually what I do. Is when they're eating, um, I go through and I mess with them. I check out their feet and I look all over their body. Like I'll show you. Like Jarvis has been rubbing his mane again. He rubs his mane right there, and I don't know why he does it. He doesn't have any worms. I mean, he, yeah, this is a bald spot. What's doing with him? Oh, well, now I know why he's rubbing. See, like right here, all that. There's like no hair. It goes all the way down to the skin. Um, Especially right here, right there, and all of that right here. There's like little scabs. So I think that's from rubbing down in the pasture out there. So I have some betadine and I'm just gonna wash it. And it could be from the soap, a residual from the soap, which makes them a little itchy. But if you don't come out here and look at your horses and go over it, I mean, you'll never see stuff like this. I mean, it's just a big giant mess. So that's important when you have horses. If you can get out there. I mean, I understand when you're boarding, um, you can't always get out and watch your horses, but if you can, if your barn manager will allow you to feed out in the pasture or in a quiet area, maybe in the barn or in a stall or something like that, go over your horse. 100% go over them every inch because you want to be ahead of any problems. As I'm doing under his belly, I'm looking for any scabs or anything like that. As I'm, don't do it. Thank you. As I'm wiping down his feet, um, making sure he doesn't push him out. As he's wiping down his feet, I'm making sure I don't feel any heat or anything on their hooves or on any of their joints or any of the ligaments. I'm also looking up under their sheath area, and if you have a mare, you look at her udders and make sure that she's fine. Making sure that there's no bugs, funny swellings, bleeding, or whatnot. If they had dropped, I probably would have looked at their little dingleberry and double checked to make sure everything was fine there. Go on, go on, go on. And then make sure that there wasn't any abnormalities there. So that is super important. What else? What else can I talk about? They're almost done, so that means I'm gonna probably wrap up here in a minute. He's been done for a while now. He's just picking up his mess. And it's not too bad. What time is it now? 12:29. That's not bad. You're almost done. Good job. You're done. Good job. Good boy. He's all done. So he's so funny. He'll like push the bucket away, and then he hears it, and he's like, "Oh, it's my turn. I can go into the bucket." So all done. So I'll go rinse those out. He's all done. Hi, handsome. Oh, right here. Oh, okay. He's right there. What a fish. You still have it. You got it in the window. You gotta move your. There you go. Oh, nice. Oh, we're gonna take care of that tonight. Yeah, look at it. It's all coming out. So, yeah. Oh, terrible. That better? That better? Mm-hmm. Good. And that's what happens after every single feeding. They eat and run. So I guess I'm gonna eat and run too, you guys. Thank you for popping in. Oh, let me see who else is here. Oh, hi, Mary. How often do you get rescues? Just whenever one is available. How many can you handle at one time? Yes, Mr. Darcy and Jarvis are permanent residents. Yes. Darcy over around the corner, and Jarvis are they are permanent residents here. Jarvis was my very first horse, and Darcy was my mom's, who, when she retired, she gave them to me. They are my babysitters. So whenever we get another, and now they're gone. Whenever we get another horse that comes in, another rescue, I use them as my babysitters. They're the ones that are going to teach them the ropes here, teach them where things are, teach them their place in the herd. And we used to do 4 every year. I used to be able to go out to the auction and grab a draft that was going to slaughter 4 times a year. And then we'd rehab them for about 3 or 4 months, and then we'd, readopt them out to regular homes. But we had a very bad situation with Gracie May, where we rehabbed her. She did great. We kept her here for a little while. And then we brought her. Dogs are barking over something. I don't know. Then we brought her to a big, huge gala style auction, kind of not slaughter at all. It was just basically show off your horse, do all the things that you can do on it. And it's for people looking for trail horses or work horses or whatever. And we sold her. And the couple was amazing. They had other Barabants and they were going to use her as a broodmare, which was perfect because she was older. She really didn't want to do a lot of anything. She didn't want to work. So being a broodmare was going to be perfect for her. Well, it didn't work out. They decided that they weren't going to use her for a broodmare. They wanted a registered mare, and they chucked her out into a pasture with some donkeys at her mom's house and left her there pretty much to die. Long story short, one of my girlfriends, who actually owns Bishop, found her. I was not privy to what had gone on. Otherwise, I would have brought her right back here, and she would still be here. But they found her. They bought her. They brought her back to their house, and she did unfortunately pass away very shortly thereafter from a disease that nobody would have known about at all until it was too late. So they actually now have Bishop. And Bishop is doing amazing. His butt is all dappled and everything. So after that particular incident with Gracie May and when we found them Bishop, we've had to take a step back. COVID really put a damper on going to the auctions, and then, nobody wanted to buy anything. So it just got really hard. So I don't think, if by the grace of God we get one here this year, it would have to be by the grace of God, because I don't foresee us getting one here this year to rehab. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of things with Jarvis and Mr. Darcy. I'm glad you're happy that you're watching my channel. I'm glad to have you here. I'm happy to have everybody here. So I'm going to wrap this up right now. I've been on for 27 minutes, which is fine. It's 12:30 now. I've got to get rid of these buckets. I got to clean them up. And I've got to get myself changed, and I am going to go meet with Anne-Marie, and we are going to be discussing what we're going to talk about on Tuesday when she's here. There's a couple things I noticed in the previous video, so we're going to address that. That's going to be the first things first, and then I don't know what she wants to work on, so we're just going to sit at, there's a vineyard that we really, really like to go to around here. It's in Dobson, North Carolina. And it's called Hayes Gray Vineyards. And Becky Mullenberg is wonderful. Her and her daughter and her husband basically run the vineyard. And they've got all sorts of awards for their wines. And they are 100% veteran owned, ran, and they hire veterans to work there. They do lots of donations for the veterans. So we really support them. We're part of their wine club. So we have a lot of wine. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Robin, for popping in. I really appreciate it. And there's 5 other little views like right there. So I can't tell if anybody else is in there. Whoever you are, hi. Thank you very much for coming in. And I want to do this again. I'd like to do it maybe once a week, maybe. That might be kind of fun. Maybe do like a fireside, because like that is the fire pit. It's huge. And we really need a fire, but it's been really windy and very dry. So, yeah, so let's do that. I will try to be on Sundays, but if I can't, well, I'll let you know. But I will see you guys on maybe tomorrow. Maybe I might do a video tomorrow, because can't remember his name, but he asked something about the horses being so calm. And I want to show you how not so calm those guys can be. So watch out for that video. I think I'm going to try to do it on Monday. If not, I will probably do it Wednesday, but I'm thinking Monday. So watch out for that, and I will see you guys next time on Summerfield Farm. And those guys over there, way over there, draft horses, there they are. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for popping in. Have a great weekend.